DeWanna Bonner has a big game with the Phoenix Mercury last night, but the Phoenix Mercury admin are going extra on social media, and it looks like they're kind of trolling, grifting. Are they going too far? So the Phoenix Mercury played the Golden State Valkyries last night. It was such a great game. The Valkyries are like the little engine that could team. They just will not quit. I'm telling you, from the last few seconds of this game, I actually, watching it by myself, screamed out loud. But this is not about the game. This is about the Phoenix Mercury admin taking the DeWanna Bonner situation and basically, in my personal opinion, taking it a little too far. Because DeWanna Bonner stepped in off the bench for the Phoenix Mercury last night and she scored 18 points and 11 rebounds. So she had herself a game. Understandably, the Phoenix Mercury would want to post about that. And I'm sure this is a game that DeWanna Bonner has been waiting to have. It's kind of reminiscent of what I saw her having last season. And I'm not surprised she had a good game because she returned to the Phoenix Mercury where her former teammate and fiance, Alyssa Thomas, are playing. So there is a rhythm, there is like a cohesion and a kind of know-how between their styles of play. Alyssa Thomas was getting her the ball a lot, and DeWanna Bonner was able to score buckets off of them. They have a chemistry, they have a rhythm, they know how to play together. And there are so many people wondering, where was this DeWanna Bonner on the Indiana Fever? I think it makes sense. I don't think she's an op. I don't think that she was playing bad on purpose. I can see where some people would think this, especially after I show you what the Phoenix Mercury are posting. But the fact that she already has that know-how and that chemistry with Alyssa Thomas, it only makes sense. She did only play 9 games with the Indiana Fever, of which Caitlin Clark was injured for a lot of those games. So she never had time to develop that chemistry with Caitlin Clark as the primary playmaker. Not to mention that stepping into the Fever was a whole new system, like a whole new style of play. So, you know, things like this do take time. She did give it 9 games before taking personal time and not playing with the team anymore. And I'm totally open to not fully knowing about what happened behind the scenes, potential that there could be conversations had that we just don't know about. But the official announcement from DeWanna Bonner was that she requested a trade, leaving a lot of fans to feel basically abandoned, and abandoned by a member of the team who stepped in and who was assumed to be the vocal leader for the team, somebody that a lot of people were hyped on. I was so hyped on DeWanna Bonner myself. It was hard watching her struggle. It was hard seeing her not get up the court really fast. I was hoping that that would change. Also, the spotlight playing on a team like the Indiana Fever is very high. I can definitely understand not wanting to play under that type of spotlight, especially for a veteran like DeWanna Bonner, wanting to possibly like go somewhere where she feels more comfortable. But I am of the personal opinion that 9 games was very fast to make that decision. And again, I want to reiterate that I don't know everything that was said other than what was publicly stated by DeWanna Bonner herself. But the Phoenix Mercury seemed to be using this as kind of like a fuel to like grift off the situation that has happened. And after the Mercury Valkyries game ended, of which the Mercury came out on top by 1 point in the final second of the game, literally 1 second, they posted this. Turns out DB is still really good at basketball, and then they put a shrug like that, which looks like an attempt to troll the Indiana Fever fan base. Probably to the people that had posted and have been like lashing out on DeWanna Bonner, calling her washed and things like that. But listen, sports fans are going to lash out. It's an unfortunate side effect of the sports world. But I have to say, for a professional franchise, like a professional organization's admin to post those types of digs, I'm really surprised by, because it seems to invite toxicity. There is no doubt that after posting that, the comments are going to just be flooded and nuclear. To me, it seems like the Phoenix Mercury are actually even using DeWanna Bonner to potentially create, again, this is just my opinion, some sort of rivalry between the Indiana Fever and the Phoenix Mercury. It just looks like they're grifting. There is so much division in the league already. There is a lot of trolling that even goes on. And you know what? I am here for some trolling. Just July 5th, when the Sparks beat the Indiana Fever, they posted this to their Instagram. List of cities Indiana has beef with: Detroit, Cleveland, Los Angeles. Ooh, burn. No, but really, this wasn't that bad. And you know what? With the whole Now You Know campaign, I definitely assumed that a lot of the league would be taking these like shots at the Indiana Fever, especially in losses, because that Now You Know campaign with the shirts that say every game is a home game, I mean, if I was a team and my arena was filled with that, I would be kind of annoyed myself, not gonna lie. So I 1000% knew that a lot of the admins would kind of be going at the Indiana Fever on social media. But I have to say, when you're an admin that is creating division and using a lot of hate that exists in the environment, I don't think it's healthy. I just think it creates a more toxic WNBA like league space, and I don't want that. I don't want to see more toxicity than already exists. There is nothing against the Phoenix Mercury highlighting DeWanna Bonner's accomplishments that night. It's more about how they did it. It's more about the digs. It's more about the division and the toxicity. It is just clearly engagement farming with rage bait. And why would you want to subject one of your own players with a post like this when you know the comments are just going to be flooded with negativity? And that's exactly what the comments look like. It is one thing if you are a fan or somebody that comments on the sport to talk about this issue. But again, I will reiterate the difference between the fan bases or reporters or whoever like has a personal opinion about this and the actual social media admin that represents the entire organization. There are people feeling like DeWanna Bonner has frauded the Indiana Fever. I don't think that. I think that she just didn't have time or didn't give enough time to create a chemistry. Like, I mean, especially with all the adversities that the Indiana Fever had been facing in the beginning of the season, there was really no time to develop that rhythm. But some people are saying things like, so she defrauded the Indiana Fever, a criminal offense, and then threw the game as well. Sounds like jail time is coming. Again, that's pretty extra. So she was purposely holding back at Indiana? That sounds an awful lot like throwing games. And again, I don't think this. I don't think that she would want to purposely throw these games. I just don't think that this is a good look. And social media posts like that do invite this type of engagement. This wasn't the only or first time that they have been using DeWanna Bonner for, again, I'm just going to state it, for engagement farming with rage bait, because in her first game back, they posted this. The make sure to keep respect on their names with DeWanna Bonner and AT in the image. In that particular game, DeWanna Bonner scored 7 points. So I think that they were clapping back at a lot of the disrespect she was getting, but it's not their place to clap back. It is their place to be a professional organization that creates a smooth running team that does not stir the pot and make the league run even less smooth.